Time speeding and reckless driving blamed for a deadly three-car collision in Fontana.
That's right. Other drivers calling 911 to tip off police, but it was too late, unfortunately. A young woman engaged to be married and her mother killed. 3 other people seriously injured. It happened at Sierra and Ramona Avenues. KCAL9's Nicole Comstock is live with an update on the crash that has devastated several families tonight. Nicole?
Well, Susie and Jeff, this was just a horrendous crash out here, and you can see that crews are still in the process of trying to tow these cars away. Unfortunately, that young woman's 2 younger siblings were also inside this red car with her and her mother when this crash happened. We're told they were also badly hurt. And people here in the community are very upset about this reckless driving. They say that people treat this stretch of Sierra Avenue like a speedway as they're making their way to and from the 210 freeway. It's a gut-wrenching sight. The wreckage left by the 3-car crash that killed 2 innocent people and critically injured 3 others in Fontana.
We started getting 911 calls of a reckless driver coming down Sierra at a high rate of speed.
Fontana police say that reckless driver was behind the wheel of this green SUV. He slammed into the other car so hard, the SUV flipped multiple times.
One of the callers estimated the speed to be over 100 miles an hour.
Which meant the drivers of the red Honda and white Mustang had no time to get out of the way when he came barreling toward them.
I don't know why he was driving so fast through here.
I'm very sad. Very sad.
But no one is more devastated than the young man sitting in this black car. His future family was just ripped apart. He told us his fiancée was killed in the crash, that she wasn't answering her phone, so he followed it here immediately and had his worst fear confirmed. He says his fiancée's mother was also killed, that she was in the passenger seat of this red Honda, and that his fiancée's 2 younger siblings were in the back seat and had to be airlifted to a local hospital. His grieving family and hers joined him later at the crime scene.
So it's really sad that these 2 people had to pass away because of one person that just doesn't think of what they're doing.
Police have not yet determined whether or not drugs or alcohol were involved in this crash, but they do say in the past couple of years there have been a few other speed-related fatal crashes on this stretch of Sierra Avenue, and that people need to slow down.
In the middle of daytime when there's a lot of people out and about, couldn't have happened at a worse time.
And we're told the driver of the SUV who caused this crash did survive but was also critically hurt. The victims have not yet been identified. Reporting live in Fontana, I'm Nicole Comstock, KCAL9 News.
Nicole, thank you.